What's up YouTube, Capital G here, looking at the new Shadoll Link monster that finally got revealed. This is Shadoll Construct, and I have to say, I really like this card a lot. I think that she is very good. I think that she is unfortunately held back by two significant factors. I think that Konami can address one of those factors immediately on their next ban list. The other one is just kind of unfortunate and kind of shitty, and we're going to have to deal with it. You guys know probably what one of the factors is, and I'm going to give myself a little pat on the back because in my prediction video with the Link Frames pack, I did say that I thought Konami would make a Link version of Shadoll Construct, and you know, that's exactly what they did. So let's go ahead and break her down. She is light and fairy type, just like the old Shadoll Construct, and her Link points are left and right. When I first saw that, I was like, oh my god, that's so terrible, but it actually does make a lot of sense when you read her second effect. 1200 attack, Link 2. She requires 2 flip monsters to summon, and to me, this is the biggest screw up Konami did with this card. I think this is the worst part of the card, is her summoning conditions. The fact that you can't use other non-Shadoll monsters to summon her unless you're playing, I don't know, like Shadoll Crawlers or some shit like that, Shadoll Subterrors. I think that that's really, really bad, man, to be honest. I'm thinking of this in a pure Shadoll context. That's just not very easy to achieve. I mean, there aren't many times in Shadolls where you have like a face-up dragon on the field and then you normal summon like a Squamata or something like that. Like, that can happen every once in a while, but that's not generally what you're banking on. You're banking on flip monsters, flipping them face up, and then using those monsters for like fusion summoning, etc., etc. Even if you use something like Falco will be face up on the field, but the monster Falco gets back will be face down. So that to me seems like the hardest thing. If you could have used, I don't know, a Shadow monster plus like a light monster, holy shit, she would have been so easy to summon. You could have used Trick Clown or Hat Tricker. You could have used White Dragon, any Lightsworn monster. It would have been a lot more easy, or a lot easier, proper English for the win. It would have been a lot easier to actually get her on the field. Her effects are as follows. During the main phase, you can fusion summon one Shadow fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion materials. So basically, she has a built-in Shadow fusion as her effect, and to me that is a very, very good effect. And it's pretty cool because it kind of it makes it okay that her arrows are left and right, that her link pointers are left and right, because you can use her as a material herself. Now that takes me to the second factor in which that's kind of holding her back, and that's the fact that she won't be able to go into Construct because fucking Construct is banned. And that's the thing I think Konami can address immediately. If Konami plans on unbanning Construct and maybe you going from this Construct, the Link one, into the Fusion one, that's fantastic. I'll definitely sign up for that. I think that will be an amazing play that can maybe even bring Shadolls back to, like, you know, tier 2 status, being able to top 8 a regional or something like that. That is what I think is probably your most optimal play. Going into some of the other ones like Winda, that's cool and everything, but we all know that like Construct, El Shadow Construct is easily the best fusion. If they are planning on giving us Construct back, then this actually makes a ton of sense. Even if not, this is still a great effect. Effect number 2. If this card is in your graveyard, you can send one Shadoll card from your hand or face up on your field to the graveyard, and if you do special summon this card, each effect is a hard once per turn. The second effect is what makes the link points make a lot of sense, because think about if you were, let's put Construct back at like limited status or something, right? So you summon Shadoll Construct, the link monster, you use her effect in, I don't know, a White Dragon or something like that, and then you go into the El Shadoll Construct, and then you give up like another random Shadoll you have in your hand, and you bring this Construct back. That means that she'll be under, or I guess no matter where you put her on the field, she now opens up 2 more zones for you to summon other fusion monsters in, and that makes a lot of sense. And her second effect triggers Shadoll monsters as well because it is not a cost. So this is overall a great card in my opinion. I think it's just going to be like pulling teeth to get this bitch on the field, and she really won't honestly be that good if Konami doesn't unban Construct. If Konami unbans Construct, this card will be one hell of a card, but if they don't, if they just want to keep Shadolls in the same position that they're in now, this card isn't going to make them that much better, to be honest. So you guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. Her artwork is absolutely fantastic, by the way. Konami, making this card, you have got to unban Stratos. You have got to unban Construct. I would like to see Construct that too, because I want to see Shadolls at like tier 1 status. I don't want tier 2 status, like fuck that. I want them back at their prime, being able to like top 32 YCSs again. Anyways, whatever you guys think, leave it in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on those notifications for daily videos.